Panels. Forget the Avengers. These bad boys are saving the planet one sunbeam at a time. All right, let's break it down. Solar panels work by converting sunlight into electricity. It's like magic, but with science. When sunlight hits the panels, it excites electrons in the solar cells. These electrons get so hyped up, they start dancing around like they're at Coachella. This movement creates an electric current, which we can then use to power everything from our phones to our homes. Photovoltaic, PV cells, which are the building blocks of solar panels, are made from semiconductor materials like silicon. When light particles or photons hit the cell, they knock electrons loose from their atoms. These free electrons flow through the cell, generating electricity. So basically, photons are like the annoying little brother, always knocking on the door, and the electrons are like, fine, I'll get up. And then, boom, electricity. Okay, so why is everyone and their grandma talking about solar panels these days? Well, let me hit you with some benefits that are sweeter than grandma's homemade apple pie. Renewable energy source. Solar energy is a renewable resource, meaning it won't run out as long as the sun keeps shining. Unlike fossil fuels, which are as limited as my patience in a traffic jam, solar energy is abundant and free. The sun ain't sending us a bill, y'all. It's like, here, have some energy on the house. Reduces electricity bills. By generating your own electricity, you can significantly reduce your electricity bills. In some cases, you might even get paid for the surplus energy you send back to the grid. Imagine that! Getting paid to do nothing but soak up the sun! Low maintenance costs. Once installed, solar panels require very little maintenance. They're like those friends who are super low maintenance. You only hear from them once in a while, but they're always there when you need them. Environmentally friendly. Solar power doesn't produce greenhouse gases, making it a much cleaner option compared to fossil fuels. It's like going green without having to eat kale every day. Now, most of us think of solar panels sitting pretty on top of houses, but these panels are more versatile than a Swiss Army knife. Let's explore some cool applications. Solar farms. Large-scale solar power plants, known as solar farms, generate electricity for thousands of homes. These farms consist of hundreds or even thousands of solar panels spread across vast areas. They're like the rock concerts of the solar world. Big, loud, and powerful. Solar-powered gadgets. From solar-powered backpacks that charge your devices to solar chargers for your phone, these gadgets make sure you're never without juice. Imagine camping with all your devices fully charged. It's like Roughing It, but with Netflix. Solar cars. Yeah, you heard that right. Cars powered by the sun. Companies are developing solar vehicles that could one day make gas stations a thing of the past. Fill her up with sunshine, please. Space exploration. NASA uses solar panels on satellites and space stations to power their systems. So, next time you look up at the stars, remember that some of those twinkling lights are running on solar power. Even aliens gotta go green. Now, don't get me wrong, solar panels are awesome, but even superheroes have their kryptonite. Let's talk about the challenges. Intermittency. Solar panels depend on sunlight, so they don't generate electricity at night or on cloudy days. It's like relying on a solar-powered flashlight in a dark cave. Not ideal. However, advancements in battery storage technology are helping to store solar energy for use when the sun isn't shining. Space requirements. Solar panels need a lot of space to generate significant amounts of electricity. Not everyone has a sprawling rooftop or an empty field to dedicate to solar panels. That's where innovative solutions like solar-covered canals and floating solar farms come into play. High initial costs. The upfront cost of installing solar panels can be high, which might deter some people. But with government incentives, rebates, and decreasing costs of solar technology, it's becoming more accessible. Think of it as a long-term investment, like buying a house, but instead of a roof over your head, you get a lower electric bill. Environmental impact of manufacturing. The production of solar panels involves energy-intensive processes and the use of certain hazardous materials. However, the overall environmental impact is still far less than that of traditional fossil fuel energy sources. So, what does the future hold for solar energy? Well, folks, it's looking brighter than a summer's day in Florida. Solar skins. Imagine your solar panels not just blending in with your roof, but also displaying custom designs or even advertisements. Solar skins are a new technology that can make solar panels more aesthetically pleasing while generating power. It's like having art that pays your bills. Transparent solar panels. Researchers are developing transparent solar panels that could be integrated into windows. Imagine skyscrapers covered in invisible solar panels, generating energy from every glass surface. It's like turning every building into a giant solar battery. Perovskite solar cells. These are a new type of solar cell that could be cheaper and more efficient than traditional silicon cells. They're still in the experimental phase, but they're like the new kids on the block, full of potential and ready to disrupt the market. Integration with smart grids. As solar power becomes more common, it will be integrated into smart grids that can balance supply and demand more effectively. This will help make our energy systems more resilient and efficient. So, there you have it, the unbelievable truth about solar panels. They're not just for rooftops anymore, they're changing the way we think about energy. From California's canals to the glass windows of skyscrapers, solar panels are here to stay. And honestly, I'm just glad we're finally using the sun for something other than getting a tan. Until next time, keep shining, and remember, when life gives you lemons, make solar power, or something like that. Peace out.